Have you ever wanted to terrify a 12-year-old? If so, you might be a sociopath, and against my better judgment, I'm going to tell you how to do it anyway. All it takes is 2 words. Utter them, and your tween will run terrified. Literary analysis. For the record, poetry works as well, but that's for the Halloween special. I'm Mr. Mellow, and you're on a one-way trip to the humanities. Welcome to the Humanities, your home for language arts, social studies, and humanity. If you love learning as much as I do, I'd recommend hitting that subscribe button for future updates to our channel. I'm Mr. Mellow, and today we're talking about that most dreaded part of language arts class, literary analysis. This year in classrooms across the globe, students will be reading books and analyzing them, picking them apart, dissecting them, figuring out what makes them tick. They'll uncover the symbolism and unlock the secret meaning of the book, right? And I know this isn't a lot of people's favorite part of class because I've seen the memes. Welcome to the Deeper Meming, the show within a show, where we look at memes because memes count as literature, and that's just facts. There's no shortage of memes making fun of English teachers for basically taking a sentence with no deeper meaning behind it and claiming there's gotta be more to it. Take, for instance, this example. There's a tweet by John Cena, classic tweet. Each wasted second is a second wasted. Now we've got English teachers just struggling, looking for an answer. What does it mean? Then we've got, here, some author says the door was painted blue. We've got the character from Close Encounters of the Third Kind here saying, this is important. This means something. And finally, one of my favorite meme formats, we've got It's Free Real Estate. You know we had to do it. So, the author says, writes a book with no underlying meaning, nothing there at all. But our buddy Tim Heidecker's here to say, it's free real estate. You know, as much as I love memes and making a joke at my own expense, don't they have a point? I mean, why do we analyze literature? What is the point of it? Why should we care about things like symbolism, metaphor, and simile, any of it? I mean, aren't there more important things to be worried about? It's just a book. Why does it matter so much? Let's figure out exactly what the point of literary analysis is. With science! Yeah, I know. It's called the Humanities, not the Humanities and Science. But listen, I do what I want. Today, we're trying to figure out why we analyze literature. So let's first ask ourselves, why analyze anything? Let's take this glass of water, for example. I mean, I can drink this and get all of the benefits without understanding anything about it. But if we want to find out why water does things like, keep us alive, we need to take a closer look. A scientist might analyze this water by looking at its droplets under the microscope. They'll find out that its molecules are composed of elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Sure, I can drink it and stay alive and not think too much more about it. But if I want to really understand something like water, we've got to analyze. The same is true of books. Sure, I can read a book and enjoy the story as entertainment without thinking any more deeply about it. But if I want to understand why a book will have profound effects on my thoughts and emotions, I've got to analyze it. I've got to break it into its literary elements. Elements like character, setting, conflict, and yes, even symbolism. You see, books weren't made by accident. The authors created it with an intention. And if I want to understand how the stories work, I've got to analyze it. But why, oh why? I mean, it's just A book. Why is it important? What does it matter? Who cares? Look at everything going on in the world right now. Can we really say that some classic literature deserves our time and energy compared to all of that? So why do we analyze literature? The answer's obvious, at least according to some. They say that literary analysis teaches us very useful skills that we can use in our jobs, in our careers, in the workplace. We learn organization skills, communication, writing skills, critical thinking. Sure, you're not going to write literary analysis essays in your job, unless you're an English professor, but these skills can be used in any job. Of course it's worth it. Checkmate, 12-year-olds. Literary analysis is good after all. This is the part of the show where I get a little bit opinionated. You see, does literary analysis help us prepare for the workplace by teaching organization, communication skills, critical thinking, and all that? I mean, sure, technically. Is it the best way to do that? I don't think so. I mean, if we were really just preparing you for the workplace, I think we'd spend more time analyzing things like emails and reports or whatever people read and write at work. Here's the thing. I don't think literary analysis is just meant to help you become a better worker, a better employee. Neither's English class in general. I mean, I don't think school is just for the purpose of helping you prepare for the workplace. At least it shouldn't be. I think some people treat it as such, but I disagree. You see, I think we are more than our jobs. There's a whole lot more to life than where our paycheck is coming from. Life is not just work, it's the convictions we hold, our beliefs, the people we care about. You see, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters what someone does for a job. The person taking your coffee order in the morning has every bit as much value as any lawyer, politician, or teacher. The value of an education means more than determining where your paycheck is coming from. It means becoming a well-rounded person who thinks deeply about yourself, others, and the world. Schools aren't about building a better employee. Schools should be about building a better society. So where does literary analysis come in? Well, because again, books aren't made by accident. They're made by people in the world, and they're inspired by those people's perspectives, their experiences. Books are a reflection of the world. They hold up a mirror to ourselves and let us look. Sure, the author might not have a deeper significance to making the door blue, but the author spent a lot of time and energy writing that book. Regardless of door color, they were trying to say something. It might not be important for your life for you to understand the symbolism in books like The Outsiders or Fahrenheit 451, but it's definitely important for us to think about societal issues like class struggle, gang violence, censorship, the effects of technology. The list goes on. You see, I think that reading about these issues in a novel helps us think more deeply than if we just got it through cold, hard facts in a nonfiction text. So why do we analyze literature? We analyze literature because books make us broaden our perspectives, because books make us see things differently, because books can make us more empathetic. We analyze literature because books make us better people. Thanks for joining me today on Ode the Humanities. I'm Mr. Mellow, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, those of you who have liked, subscribed, shared so far. I mean, 4 weeks ago, I knew zero about video production, and obviously I've still got a lot to learn, but I think we're improving. We've got a microphone now and everything, but it just means so much more than that people are enjoying and using this content. It means a lot if you like and subscribe, and of course, share with a learner or teacher near you. I know lots of teachers are struggling for resources that they can use online right now, and that's part of why I've made this channel. So, again, thanks for coming along this ride with me on Oh the Humanities. I hope you all have an awesome day.